Okay, anyone can get out the matrix if they want. If you're prepared to be like brutally honest with yourself about reality and the nature of reality, you can just step outside the matrix. You can control the matrix. I say control the matrix. You can control your version of the matrix, your own personal um, interface with the matrix. Okay, the reason people don't do this is because the matrix knows exactly how to provide an area for you, just like in a zoo you've got an animal like, and it's got a little representation of its natural environment, right? That's what the matrix does for people. It creates a sort of area for you which simulates a kind of natural environment in a way. It's not at all natural. It's not a natural environment at all, but it simulates it. It gives you certain key factors that you would normally find in a natural environment, but in unnatural versions. So, for example, predators are people, other people. Prey are other people. Okay, and there's a whole load of things that are just really, really sick if you think of them in terms of what they really are, and not in terms of how you've been deceived into thinking that they are, and making those things like um, connect with your natural instincts. Because what they do is they tend to sort of create things that seem pretty sort of normal and safe on the surface, right? And encourage people to do these things, and yet in reality, those things, if you look at them in terms of what they're actually symbolise, they symbolise really low level things on like a low sort of plane of consciousness, and they're low level things in nature, and what they do is they fill up your head and your consciousness with all these loads of those different things like this, so that you're incapable of seeing outside of all those possibilities, even though it is quite straightforward to do that. You just got to remember simply that, you know, we're natural beings, natural creatures. We don't belong in a world of computers and the written word and governments and religions, and a whole load of other things which just are completely unnatural, and which have got elements of nature built into them to deceive us into making us feel that they are natural somehow, or that they've got a proper place in our world when they haven't. You know, we only allow them is because we dumb ourselves down. We choose a path of denial and stupidity in order to deal with these things. Otherwise, to deal with them, you'd have to basically get a lot of people on your side and just go and destroy them. Now, there are certain organisations which, to me, I feel should best be destroyed. But you can't even talk about this sort of thing because they've got the governments and the armies and the police all working for them in their pockets. If you start trying to put things right in a way that actually makes sense, what they will do is they will find out that's what you're trying to do, and they will put a stop to it. But they've got everything sewn up, you know. So I mean, they're not stupid. They've been doing this for thousands of years. They, as far as they're concerned, they've got every little bit of the system totally nailed down, you know, totally battened down. So there's no way any humans can do anything to stop their plans. That's what they like to believe. Okay? So that's what you're up against. You've got to realise that you're up against people that have already taken into consideration every conceivable possibility that we could do to make ourselves free. They've already done that. That's what they're in the process of doing. They're ironing out all the sort of possible potential ways out of the matrix that humanity could find. They're smoothing them out and battening them down so that it's impossible for us to get out of the matrix. That's what they're trying to do. I'm not even going to. If I give you any information about what to do about this situation, of course they're going to know about it straight away. But the crucial bit of information is to realise that that's what's going on, and everyone needs to come up with their own ways of dealing with this situation. The more different ways of dealing with the situation that we come up with, the more difficult it will be for the archons and what have you to stop us. And if we don't talk about it openly, what we're planning to do, it makes it even harder for them.